Wolftech versus Lunavor. The two models from these two manufacturers don't completely outclass each other. Rather, they represent two entirely different design approaches. Hello everyone. Welcome to Model Express. Many friends have messaged me asking which product is better, so today I'll break down the differences between the two. Wolftech prioritizes a solid, detailed design, but its structural choices are noticeably conservative. Thanks to the metal frame, the feel is naturally more substantial. Lunavor, on the other hand, focuses on proportions, aesthetics, and articulation. Although it lacks a metal frame, it allows for a more complete experience of the assembly process. This choice brings highlights, but it also inevitably involves trade-offs. In terms of overall color, Lunavor is closer to Bandai, but in terms of overall feel, Wolftech is a cut above. It's like comparing a painted model to a GK garden kit prototype or a GK prototype to a standard model kit. Individually, either one is quite good. The real difference lies in comparing the details within the same frame. In terms of head design, Wolf Technologies added details to the antenna, back of the head, and side armor, resulting in a slightly smaller facial proportion and a more information-intensive overall look. The Lunavor antenna, on the other hand, is a separate component with a design closer to the original prototype, resulting in more harmonious proportions. Although there are hollowed-out parts to the back of the antenna, the front view is cleaner and more pleasing to the eye. My subjective feeling is straightforward. In static photos, the Lunavor is more appealing. Upon closer inspection, Wolf Technologies reveals a greater amount of information. In terms of torso, Wolftech's chest armor features significantly enhanced details, but the cockpit is immobile and has noticeable flaws. The neck offers almost no room for movement, along with some tolerance issues. In contrast, Lunavor's overall proportions are more elongated, the collar details can be moved independently, and the neck has a certain range of motion. Even if this results in gaps, they serve to facilitate movement. The difference between the two is very clear in this respect. Wolftech prioritizes visual complexity, while Lunavor prioritizes functional options. The main differences between the two designs regarding the outer armor of the hip area lie in their component and color separation strategies, while the structural concepts remain largely the same. Personally, I prefer the small cover plate on the rear skirt armor from Wolftech, but it must be pointed out that these added details do make the overall movement feel slightly stiff. Lunavor, on the other hand, uses almost no unnecessary embellishments in this area, resulting in a very clean and crisp range of motion, with a very clear design focus. Once the head, body, and hips are assembled, the differences in their design logic become even more apparent. Wolf's head protrudes forward more, which can easily cause occlusion and interference in dynamic poses. Lunaxor, on the other hand, has a smoother flow in terms of component separation and articulation. Therefore, the overall conclusion is that Lunaxor has an advantage in articulation and structural logic, while Wolf Technology focuses its efforts on localized aesthetic optimization. Let's compare the arms. Wolftech's arm parts have good integration, but the range of motion is limited, making it easy to get stuck in awkward positions. The articulation itself is mediocre, relying more on the bonus transparent parts to improve the overall feel. Lunavor's part separation, color separation, and distinction between the left and right arms are much more refined, with attention to detail being a clear design highlight. Moreover, the articulation is unusually well done, truly functional rather than just a simple decoration. In terms of legs, Wolftech's armor is more tightly integrated and lacks detail. However, the overall lines and proportions feel slightly awkward. Lunavor's leg design and aesthetics are almost undisputed. Its only noticeable weakness is its overly monotonous color scheme. Therefore, Lunavor wins in design but loses in color. Weapon backpack and playability. Wolftech's backpack offers decent parts and articulation, with playability primarily based on fixed replacements, which is safe but lacks memorable features. In contrast, Lunavor's backpack boasts a wide range of articulation, and the weapons feature well-defined parts, color separation, cutouts, and telescopic structures. Furthermore, it can interact with the forearm grappling hook, truly guiding players to engage with the model. In conclusion, Wolftech's overall design philosophy involves minor adjustments within the framework of the original model's design, with attention to detail, resulting in a flawless but restrained style. Lunavor, on the other hand, takes a comprehensive approach in terms of proportions, articulation, and playability, making its weaknesses more apparent, but its strengths are equally clear, making it a product with a very defined attitude. Therefore, the final choice doesn't depend on which product is better, but rather on what kind of model you want. If you prioritize a stable finished product for display, Wolftech is a safe bet. If you value the smoothness and feedback when handling the model, Lunavor is more suitable. Most of the Barbados models on the market have been revealed by now. Let's see if we can add PG and MGSD versions to create a complete set.